Unless the product that you sell is a demographic product, you shouldn't be asking demographic questions for your marketing. I'm Daniel Winnington, Chancellor of Wizard Academy and Whiskey Marketing School. This is one of the fundamental tenets taught at Wizard Academy. Roy Williams wrote this class originally. We called it Marketing to Millennials, but it's a little snippet I'll give you that's just something that we believe. And now it's kind of a fundamental principle of Wizard Academy that we teach. I probably talk about this in every class. So answer these questions for me, 3 questions. What is the age range of snowboarders? What is the income range of yoga students? What is the average income of a whiskey drinker? Now, what we say to that is, your mind believes that there's answers to those questions, and there might be, but your heart knows, even if you could find the answer, it would be ridiculous and or worthless. Your heart knows this. Why do we feel like we need to ask questions that we know we can answer, even if the data and answers that we get are technically useless to us for what we need to actually accomplish? I have a theory, this is theory, not science. I have a theory that we are currently in an age where we are just data forward. Everything's data, everything's tracking, everything's measurable, everything's metrics. And I think that's largely, interesting. I think that's largely because the world we're living in was mostly built by people who prefer a measurable output world. And then those people built the platforms that we're now marketing on, and they control the marketing platforms. And so they design marketing strategies, and these are the ones that are building like measurability metrics. And they just want to be able to only build that they can measure exactly all the time to prove to you that their marketing is effective, and these people who don't have all these instantly measurable data points are not being effective. But that skews all of the entire market down the path of, we just need to get the right data and our marketing will never fail again, which is bullshit. You go down the path of open rates and target audience and preferred customer avatars, and it's all bullshit metrics designed to sell you the kind of marketing that those people sell. Not that I have any opinions. The problem with data like that is data is really incredible at telling you what happened, if it's the right data, right? If you know how to gather data. But it is not good at telling you what you should do about it, or what you should do next, or why it happened necessarily. Just what happened. So is it valuable to know what happened? Absolutely. But it can't be the only guiding metric of what to do next. It will mislead you more often than it doesn't. The reason that's a problem is, and the reason that that's true, I should say, is that marketing is about human relationship and connection, not about data points. Marketing is a soft science. And, for example, ask any dating app. Does data guarantee you love? Ask anybody on a dating app. Does enough data guarantee you the perfect date? No, because this is a human problem, not a data problem. Now, the questions are wrong. You're trying to sell a product and it's not a dip. Now, if you're selling retirement packages, sure, it might be helpful to talk to people of retirement age. If you're selling baby diapers, yeah, it might be helpful to know that your target market recently had a kid or is going to have a kid. That's fine. But everyone else who's not in a demographic-based product, and by the way, whiskey is not demographic-based, it's just drinking age plus. That's it. That's your demographic. Legal drinking age. All your customers fall somewhere above legal drinking age, preferably. So what's the right question you should be asking to get effective marketing and designer marketing? I'll tell you. But first, let's drink some Irish whiskey. That was a gift from Jack Stewart. This is Ballykeefe Distillery. This is a farm, Ballykeefe Farm in, I think it's Kilkenny. And we were in Kilkenny. When we went down to visit Waterford, I think we were at Ballyclaven Farm. Ballyclaven, is that how you pronounce it? Anyway, Kilkenny, this farm is in Kilkenny, which is a medieval city. It's one of the older cities. Waterford's the oldest one. And this is a farm distillery. And I had never even heard of it until Jack brought me this bottle, and then I went and looked it up, and I was like, this sounds really interesting. So you're getting to try craft, probably really young. They don't have an age statement. We know it's at least 3. This is cask number 30, in case you are connected enough to the distillery to try this with me, or you can get your hands on one. I don't know that it'll taste the same. This is cask number 30. This is Irish single pot still whiskey, which is that percentage of unmalted barley mixed with barley. In the nose, this is distilled, grain grown on, harvested, and distilled and aged all on the farm. Woo! All right. It definitely smells young, but it also smells really great. It's got that sort of dense, perfumey. Soap is the wrong word, but there's this like fragrant, like if you go into one of those places that gives you like really heavily scented hand soaps, it's got this sort of like dense / musty / perfumey, sweet, citrusy thing going on in the nose. A lot of vanilla, a lot of young grain, not a ton of fruit, but a little bit of like green apple and honeysuckle, or maybe jasmine. It smells more new makey than it does barrel, which makes sense. This distillery, 2016 they were built, so they're 9 years old now, going on 10. I wish there was an age statement on this. I would really love to know. And if anybody from Ballykeefe sees this and you're willing to share, put it in the comments. I would love to know, as a reference point, what I'm experiencing here. Or maybe Jack will know. Soft, buttercream, shortbread, slight lime zest. My mind almost went the slight lime accent on a gin and tonic, but it's not botanical enough. But it's this very sparkly, effervescent kind of vibe. It's very young, but it's very tasty. They did a great job. It's well cut, well made. Triple distilled. Yeah. It sort of drops off and just leaves you with this slightly perfumed, accented, soft cream. Little sparkle. I would love to see this. Older, but it's heading a great direction. And I love it. I love that craft is all over the whole world now, not just random American craft, but I love Irish, and Scotland's doing it, and England's got some craft whiskey distilleries. I love this. I love getting to try new, interesting things. Okay, so for your marketing, forget demographic questions. There's a better way to find your people and to reach more of them if you don't narrow yourself down to making the hubris assumption that you know exactly who your customer is. Because you don't. I promise you don't. What are the right questions? So let's go back to our snowboarders, our yoga, and our whiskey drinkers, right? Remember the questions we asked? They were demographic, income, age range, average income. Instead of asking these demographic questions about snowboarders, what you need to ask is, what do all snowboarders have in common, regardless of age? Instead of asking the age range or income range of yoga people, ask, what do all yoga people have in common, regardless of income range? Same thing with whiskey. What do whiskey drinkers have in common? That has nothing to do with income or average income, or regardless of their income. And the answer is snowboarding, yoga, and whiskey. If you want to win the love and attention of snowboarders, then talk about snowboarding. That's literally it. Talk about what you love about snowboarding. You know what snowboarders have in common, regardless of age or income range? Hills, snow, and a love of adrenaline. Talk about that. And snowboarders will self-identify and be like, you get me. You sang the song of my people. You know what yoga people have in common? It's only one thing, in case you were wondering. It's yoga. That's it. Talk about yoga, your people will find you. You know what whiskey drinkers have in common? You should see where this is headed by now. Whiskey. Talk about the story and the heart and the soul and the people and why you love it and how it's changed things for you. And your people will find you. And when you meet them, you will be shocked at their race, their gender, their income, their age. All of those things will catch you off guard. You will find people you never imagined were your people, but who have self-selected because you played their song and it happened to be your song. Talk about what they love, and you can own their hearts. And if you win the heart, then the mind will follow. That's what we also teach here at Wizard Academy. Cheers to you, and I'm really glad you're here. So what do we all have in common? That we love whiskey, and that we like to try to drink responsibly. And for us, that means we take a quarterly dry week. It starts August 29th at noon on Friday and ends at noon on Friday, September 5th. It's voluntary. Cheers to you.